kind of Pokemon are you? How do you do the things you do? Share with me your secrets deep inside. What kind of Pokemon are you?
Hey, what is up guys? My name is Gray and welcome back to my Pokemon Fire Red Randomuzer Nuzlock. So we're here outside of the Elite Four, and I did a little bit of off-screen training. I also added a couple of new party members to the team. So let's just take a look. So the first one I added is gonna be, oh, just a sec, okay, there we go. So here we have Jack. He's a careful nature. With the pressure, I taught him Surf, Aeroblast, Jump Kick, and Thunderbolt. And then here we have Salamence. I didn't get a chance to rename him but he has the Intimidate, Headbutt, Fly, Earthquake, and Dragon Breath. And then here, the rest of the party is pretty much the same. We have Mark with a Heal Bell, Needle Arm, Ancient Power, and Blaze Kick. Mustachio, knowing Earthquake, Rock Smash, Strength, and Surf. Jon Snow knows Thrash, Dig, Poison Tail, and Mega Horn. Breakfast, he can use Flamethrower, Shockwave, Lovely Kiss, and Psychic. Yeah, so that's pretty much the team I decided to go with. So I did grind them all up to level 60. I thought that was a pretty decent level just to keep everyone up to par with my face in there. And then I also sold all of my extra items and all that other stuff just to buy a bunch of healing supplies. So I guess here there's no turning back. From here on you'll face the Elite Four one by one. If you win, a door opens to the next trainer. Good luck. Alright, I'm ready. Alright, so I guess first we have the Ice type leader, or Ice member of the Elite Four. So I know this is randomized, but just in case, I'm going to switch Breakfast up front. Now he does have that thick fat ability, so we should be able to take whatever she throws out. Welcome to the Pokemon League. I'm Lorelei of the Elite Four. No one can best me when it comes to icy Pokemon. Freezing moves are powerful. Your Pokemon will be at my mercy when they are frozen solid. Ha ha ha. Are you ready? Sure am. Alright, so Lorelei is going to start off with a Snubble, level 52. And she does have the Intimidate, so luckily we have Breakfast out here, so we are able to just go for a Flamethrower, and pretty much anything we hit it with, it's going to do normal damage since we're pretty much a special attacker. I was going to go for a Takedown. So it's just going to take a little bit of recoil damage, so I'm just going to go for a Shockwave knowing that she's going to go for the full restore. And that did actually the perfect amount, so this time I can go for a Flamethrower one more time, and it should be enough to knock this thing out. Alright, so next is a Spinnerack. Actually, I should just stay in. I can just go for another Flamethrower and hopefully knock it out in one hit. Alright, so that was pretty easy. Next is an Eevee. So this time I will switch out. Let's see. Alright, so I'm gonna go into Jack. Okay, and here I can just go for a Jump Kick. So while I was doing a little bit of a training, I noticed that Jump Kick almost never missed. So that might be, I don't know if flying types can just avoid that or always get that good accuracy, but it's pretty much been perfect. I guess I'll just stay in. Alright, so Corsolas, a rock type. I can just, actually no, it's a water type as well, so I'm gonna go for, oh god, meant to hit Thunderbolt. Alright, so we got a critical hit, and Corsola's gonna go for an Ancient Power. Alright, and that's gonna get all the stat raises, so let's see, luckily we're pretty bulky, so we can take another Ancient Power just fine. This time I'll just go for a Thunderbolt and knock this thing out. Okay, next is a Mistrivia, so this time I'm gonna switch into let's see, ghost type, so I should go into, oh man, I don't think I'm carrying any dark type moves, so let's go into Jon Snow. Not really sure what these things run, but if I had to guess, it'd be maybe like a Shadow Ball or maybe Thunderbolt. It probably has like the Levitate. Let's go for Poison Tail, kind of scout this thing out. Alright, so it's gonna go for a mean look. Alright, that didn't do too much, so I guess I can go for one. Alright, it's gonna go right for the Perish Song. So I really need to take this thing out as fast as possible. Alright, so we got 3 turns left. And I can't risk the Mega Horn. It's probably not super effective, and Dig is gonna take up a turn. Alright, so can we go for a Psybeam? Alright, look, we take that pretty well. I just don't have time to heal up, so I really need to knock this thing out. Hopefully we can get the poison. Alright, Perish went down to 2. As long as you don't... Nope, it's gonna heal up. Okay. Alright, so we're down to 1. All I can really do is maybe go for the Mega Horn and hope for the best. That did a lot, but unfortunately not enough to KO. Alright, so the counter went to 0. We both lose. Alright, things shouldn't be this way. Alright, so we got $5,400. Alright, so we already lost a party member, so, you know, nobody said this was going to be easy, so we're going to switch them down here to the bottom. Guess we can just keep moving forward. So here is the second lead. I'm just going to heal up. Let's see. I do have some fresh water. Okay, and I'll give one to Jack. And let's see. I guess that's it for now. Actually, I better switch. Yeah, let's switch Salamence out front. That way we can just get the Intimidate. I'm Bruno of the Elite Four. Through rigorous training, people and Pokemon can become stronger, without limit. I've lived and trained my life fighting Pokemon, and that will never change. Gray, will you grind down with our superior power? Ho ha. Okay, so he's going to start off with a Quilava. Alright, so we got the Intimidate off, and I guess we can just... do have the Earthquake, but I'm gonna go for a Fly just 'cause I'm trying to save the PP. Alright, so that was pretty easy. Next is a Shelter. I'm gonna switch out and let's go into Mustachio. And let's see, Rock Smash should be... yeah, oh, actually this thing's pretty bulky. Did not even close to what I thought I was gonna do. I thought I was gonna do it like closer to half. Let's go for Rock Smash one more time. We did get the defense drop. Oh, we got it again. So now this thing's at -2, and so am I. I'll go for one more and then I'll switch out. Actually, I guess we can try this out. So, oh, this thing's gonna go for an ice beam, so that's fine. I think ice beam's special and frozen. Never mind. All right, so let's go into. Let's go into breakfast. He's got the thick fast, so that's perfect. All right, he's gonna go for the full restore. I don't think. Well, I'm not sure if full restore affects stat changes, but I guess it doesn't matter since we're going for an electric attack. Alright, so this protect is going to fail, so the shockwave should be able to do some pretty decent damage. It's 4 times effective. There we go. So I'm not sure if the defense helped, but still got the KO. Okay, next is a Scizor, so I'm gonna stay in. I know it's a bug type, but as long as we outspeed, Flamethrower should knock it out. Alright, so next is a Barboach, so I'm gonna switch into Mark. Okay, and let's go for a Needle Arm. Alright, so that was pretty easy, and then finally it's a Dragonite, so that is not good. So I'm going to switch into Salamence, and then I'll get the free Intimidate, and then I'll go for a Dragon Breath. And hopefully you can maybe paralyze this thing, you know, and then make it a little bit easier to take out. Alright, so that did a pretty good amount, and it's going to go for the agility. And he also has a berry, so a citrus berry, it's going to give him some health back, which is fine, as long as... Oh, and it's going to set up the safeguard, so as long as this Dragon Breath is enough to kill, we're fine. Alright, so we made it through another one without losing any party members this time, so let's... Hold on, okay, I have a lava cookie here, I'll give that to Mustachio. And I'll give him a super potion as well. Alright, so I guess I'll just keep my party the way it is. I'm Agatha of the Elite Four. I hear Oak's taking a lot of interest in you, child. That old duff was once tough and handsome, but that was decades ago. He's a shadow of his former self. Now he just wants to fiddle with his Pokédex. He's wrong. Pokemon are for battling. Great, I'll show you how a real trainer battles. Alright, so by the sound of that, it looks like these battles are going to start getting a little bit tougher. Alright, so Mia is going to send in a Charizard. It's a great first choice. Let's see. I can't go for Earthquake, and I guess we just go for a Dragon Breath, or for a status. And we got it, so let's see. Alright, so the Charizard is paralyzed, and I guess now we can just go for a Headbutt and just go for damage. Just gonna go for a Flamethrower. Alright, so we do resist. Alright, now she's gonna go for a full restore. Alright, so that did just under half, so I'm gonna go for a fly this time, just go for that stab damage, and we avoid the slash. Alright, and that is enough to take it out. Next is a Metatite. I'm gonna stay in and just go for another fly. Alright, so Meta used a high jump kick. Alright, so he took that recoil damage, and with that fly, should be enough to kill. Okay, next is a Wishmer. Alright, so let's go into Mark. And let's see here, we can just go for a Blaze Kick. Luckily this thing is pretty frail. And next is a Lantern. I'm gonna stay in and then just go for a Needle Arm. And then I know these things are really bulky, so it might not be enough to kill. Now, so I did just over half, and it's going to set up the Confuse Ray. Alright, so I'm going to go for another Needle Arm. Hopefully we can break through. Alright, so that's perfect. Next is a Chimecho. I think that's a Psychic type? It might be mixed. Alright, so let's go for a... oh no, we're still confused, so let's go for a Blaze Kick and... Nope, so... yeah, so this thing's Psychic type. Luckily we do resist, and we have pretty good defenses as well. Alright, so we got a crit, and now it's gonna pretty much just set up, so looks like we're pretty much fine. As long as we can, you know, break or like get rid of the confusion, we should be able to take this thing out. Alright, so we did break through that time. And this time it only did about a quarter damage. Alright, so it's a good thing we have the leftovers, so pretty much keeping the damage at a minimum, and of course, gonna go for the full restore. Alright, so we did break out of the confusion this time, and we do connect. And we got a crit, so that's perfect. Alright, so we did finally take this out. Went through a lot more Blaze Kicks than I would have liked, but I did also bring some extra moves for... Alright, I think I brought like some elixirs just in case. Because I did have the Arrow Blast on the Lugia, and then you know, I had it just in case I ran out of like Arrow Blast or other moves. Alright, so let's see. Alright, so I guess I'll just heal up, no reason not to. Okay, and I'll just keep it the same. It's been working pretty well so far. I've heard about you, Gray. I lead the Elite Four. You can call me Lance the Dragon Trainer. You know that dragons are mythical Pokemon? They're hard to catch and raise, but their powers are superior. They're virtually indestructible. There's no being clever with them. Well, are you ready to lose? Your league challenge ends with me, Gray. Okay, so this guy is gonna start off with a Sandshrew. Alright, so luckily we can, or we should be able to avoid just about anything. So let's go for an Earthquake. And I think the worst thing he can hit us with is maybe, I don't know, you can get the poison with the Poison Sting, or maybe go for a Swift, I guess. because I don't think he gets any decent ground type moves by level up. At least not in this game. Alright, so next is a Swinub. Let's switch into Mustachio. He can he's a ground type, so he should be able to avoid any of the sandstorm damage. And then from here we can just go for a Rock Smash and kind of get that super effective damage. Alright, we also got a crit, so I don't think it mattered too much. These things are kind of frail. Next is an Octillery. Yeah, I guess I should switch out. Let's go into Jack. Okay, so we both took a little bit of a sandstorm damage, but now I can just go for a Thunderbolt. And he actually took it really well. And he's gonna go for the Ice Beam. That is not good on our end. Alright, so that does, let's see, about a third damage. So with the sandstorm, might bring me down to half. Alright, so that went pretty well. Let's see. Next is a Love Disc. I'll stay in. Then I can just go for another Thunderbolt. Luckily, the sandstorm did end. Alright, so almost enough to take this thing out. It's gonna go for a... what was that? Was Safeguard? Let's just go for a Surf. I know it's gonna heal up anyway. So as long as we do like around a quarter damage, the next Thunderbolt should be enough to take this thing out. Perfect. So... okay, next is a Doduo. Yeah, so pretty much just, yeah, Pokemon that are weak to electric attack, so it's perfect on our end. Yeah, so too bad there weren't any Dragon Trainers, but no, I guess it's fine. So I guess this is a pretty good stopping point, so I'm gonna end it here, and I'll be able to take on that last door next episode. But if you guys like this one, remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.